notice how some people walk into a room and instantly light it up, while other people drain the air the moment they open their mouth? Here's the truth. Your energy sells before your words ever do. Your energy is your strategy. When I first started in sales, I didn't have the perfect scripts. I didn't have the polished skills either. But one thing that a lot of people always told me is that I did have energy. I had presence. And that alone closed more deals than any script ever could. Welcome back to Bosses Not Beggars, the podcast for entrepreneurs, salespeople, and dreamers who are done waiting for permission and ready to build like a boss. I'm your host, Vivian Weyll, the sales queen. And today, I'm going to show you why energy is the invisible currency of success and how beggars and bosses use it very differently. So let's dive in.
This is Bosses, Not Beggars, the podcast for entrepreneurs, leaders, and sales pros who refuse to chase scraps. Here, presence replaces pressure, alignment replaces manipulation, and influence builds empires. If you're ready to trade excuses for ownership and hustle for true freedom, you're in the right place. Welcome to the movement. Bosses, Not Beggars, with Vivian Weyll, the sales queen.
Let's get real. Energy is the first thing people buy from you. Not your product, not your offer, you. Before people buy your offer, they will buy your energy. Think about it for a minute. Before you ever open your mouth, people are reading you. They're reading your tone, your posture, your eyes, your presence. You are already selling before a single word leaves your lips. Science proves it. Neuroscience shows us that humans have mirror neurons, brain cells that literally mimic the energy and emotions of the people around us. That means your clients doesn't just hear your words, they feel your state. If you're confident, they feel it. If you're drained, they feel that too. That's the problem. Most entrepreneurs think they need more scripts, more funnels, more tactics, but the truth is, what they really need is more energy. Because energy is the amplifier. Without it, all the scripts in the world won't save you. With it, even imperfect words can move people. Energy makes up for what skill cannot deliver. Okay, picture this with me for a second, okay? Imagine someone walking into a meeting, slouched, speaking softly, apologizing for being late, clearly tired. Do you feel inspired to buy from them? Now, picture someone who walks in standing tall, smiling, speaking with certainty, radiating belief in what they are offering. Even if they stumble on their words a little bit, you're leaning in. Why? Because energy speaks louder than language. And let me be clear, energy is not hype. This isn't about fake positivity or bouncing off the walls like a clown. Energy is alignment. Energy is certainty. Energy is passion in motion. Authentic energy is magnetic. Fake hype is repellent. The energy gap is why beggars get ignored and bosses get remembered. Beggars drain rooms. Bosses charge rooms. Beggars hope people feel sorry for them. Bosses make people feel stronger around them. So if you're struggling in sales or business, don't just ask, what's my script? Ask, what's my state? Because energy is the foundation of influence. It's the currency people are trading on before money ever hits the table. I remember when I first started selling, I didn't know all the technical stuff. I didn't know the objections inside and out. But I had this belief. If I brought massive energy to every conversation, people would feel it. And they did. Clients bought not because I was perfect, but because I was passionate. People don't buy products, they buy presence. I always told every single one of my students this. When you go out there, when you first get started, your goal is just to go out there and make a friend. And if you're showing up to make a friend, how are you going to show up? With high energy or with low energy? And science backs me up on this. Studies on emotional contagion proves that mood and energy are highly contagious. Your energy literally transfers to the person you're with. That's why someone with high enthusiasm can shift the entire room. And listen, like I said before, this doesn't mean fake hype. This isn't about bouncing off the walls, enthusiasm I'm talking about here. I'm talking about authentic, aligned energy. When you are in integrity, when you are excited about your mission, when you are taking care of your body, your voice, your mind, that energy radiates. Authenticity fuels energy. Fake hype drains it. Let me give you a very practical example of this. I've closed major business deals in my lifetime, not because I was the most technical, but because I was the most certain. Certainty is energy. People are drawn to certainty, like gravity. And here's the kicker. You control this. You control your energy rituals. You control how you show up. You control whether you walk into a room as a beggar or as a boss. Let's talk about energy in action. Beggar energy, tired, drained, needy. Boss energy, vibrant, magnetic, certain. Beggar energy, waiting to feel motivated. Boss energy creates rituals to generate motivation daily. Beggar energy apologizes for taking up too much space. Boss energy commands the room with presence. Beggars drain. Bosses energize. Energy is a choice. I know that's hard to swallow. And every room you walk into, you are either sucking up energy or you are supplying it. Here's your boss move of the week. Audit your energy rituals. Look at your daily habits. Are you fueling yourself or are you draining yourself? Then I want you to create one new standard this week to raise your energy. I want you to do something like anything simple, like go on a morning walk, drink some more water, you start journaling, you start meditating. Or it could be something like blocking toxic inputs into your life. Because when your energy rises, your income rises. When your energy rises, your influence rises. And when your energy rises, everything in your life elevates. Energy is the invisible currency of success. Spend it wisely. In closing, your energy is your strategy. Your energy is your brand. Your energy is your future. People may forget your words, but they will never forget your energy. And here's the reality. People are deciding who you are in seconds, not based on your resume, not based on your website, but based on the energy you bring to the table. When you elevate your energy, you elevate your life. You attract better clients, bigger opportunities, and stronger partnerships. Raise your energy, raise your empire. So let me ask you, are you going to keep showing up drained, distracted, and defeated? Or are you going to step in as the boss who supplies energy to every room you enter? Because bosses energize the world. Beggars drain it. So this week, commit to owning your energy. Protect it, guard it, and watch how fast your results will change. And if this episode fired you up, share it. Make sure to tag me and DM me your boss moves of the week. I want to make sure to celebrate them with you. And don't forget, follow this podcast, Bosses Not Beggars, wherever you are listening, and connect with us on Instagram. Follow the podcast page, Bosses Not Beggars, and my personal page at VIWEYLL for daily inspiration, behind the scenes, and bold truths to keep your energy high. Remember, bosses don't wait. Bosses don't beg. Bosses build. I'll see you next week.